No, still sticking with the Lidia, but this seems to be the stage of choice. Everyone's paying for the package tour of Domo di Sirio.
Yeah, they stick
They want to see
here,
that basement. They want to see the basement, Steve.
I just want to see what's in the basement. Could you please pay extra for that on the tour?
The tour. Here we have it. Still sticking with the Lidia, still sharp as ever, but Juiestorm coming out of a gauntlet looking real good. So one is going to have to budge. Both these guys have 3-0. So one is definitely going to have to give away.
Best of 5, like we said before. So it's going to be first to 3s, bro. Oh, hob kick. You've seen this before when Book was playing earlier. Blue stuff. Wow, uses the stance. Oh, what a block on the slide.
He just knew coming in. All right, Juiestorm still undeterred to pull off those slides. Working on a wall break. Goes for wipe the floor. Oh, wow. Hop kick.
What a conversion, and still gets the wall break.
This is the basement we're talking about. Book, spends the drive. Got a little bit of a punish there. Now Juiestorm has rage to utilize. Will Book allow him, though? No. Hits him with a low.
Just checking him with 1-2s, and then closes out with the down 4. And you know Juiestorm was looking for something right there.
He was. Still had rage to utilize, right?
Wow.
Oh, lets it rip with that string. Okay. Back 4. Okay. Not much health on Juiestorm's life.
What a block. Yo,
you knew it was going for something big. Yeah, Book, sharp as ever. Block the binding whip.
Oh, wow.
It's him out of the orbital.
Do it again. No. Got a little too crazy. That was definitely another back 3.
That's true. Okay.
The floor, 4-4-3.
Couldn't hit him. Yeah, he's got to watch out for that sidestep 4 that Book was trying to look for. Oh my God, hop kick to get out of the wall pressure.
Get off of me.
Book now, granting Juiestorm some rage. Can he utilize it? We've seen how Book is able to stuff it out, follow it up. Oh my God.
Yeah, the 4-4, 1+2.
Showing us some Polish power. 3 rounds straight on the side of Book. And this is the halt in the momentum that Juiestorm was regretting. And we see that, Book is still looking sharp as ever. Starting the day off on the winner's side of things. I think the most trouble he had was, I think he lost just 1 game. I forgot to who. But, 3 rounds straight. That's going to be a problem for Juiestorm.
Well, we already knew Book was probably going to be one of the strongest people here. Definitely was already looking like one of the players to beat from that group play. And now as we go into this part of the actual bracket, Book looking even stronger. So it's no easy feat to stop Book on any kind of tear. And then on top of that, you better hope he get eliminated, because it's going to be even harder at that point.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Especially in this type of tournament where you're hoping your adversaries in the other pool would the hardest competition in the other pool would drown. So it's still kind of looking up for Juiestorm, because this is going to be a best of 5. So he still has time to adjust. We might see that Forgotten Realm that we all know him for, but he will have to step it up in terms of trying to have more decisive rounds in the bag, because Book was just ready. He tried going for some of those big lows he got away with in the previous matches. Book sniped them out, and he was able to punish accordingly.
That's the thing, man. You got to remember that these guys have been watching all day. Book has been sitting there just watching the tapes, essentially, right? Watching how you deal with a lot of this other stuff. And it might not give you, a pinpoint accuracy on what your opponent wants to do. But being able to have an answer for even slightly, for them having any kind of patterns, moves that they like to do, you always want to be ready to deal with it. And Book was ready to deal.
So let's see what stage we're going to settle this second game in. Going with the Forgotten Realm, I believe. That is a signature pick on the side of Book's adversary, which is Juiestorm. and it will head back to us. Just a little bit of technical difficulties here and there, but yeah, it seems like he is gonna be content with sticking with the Nina. Again, I don't think he has any other character to look towards. He's just gonna stick it out with Nina, but probably just change up the stages. So this, if we take it back, it might be a little bit of deja vu from the Masters. This is a bit of a callback to how they performed, and this is where Juiestorm kind of ramps it up. He just needed to warm up with that Lidia pick. It was 2-1 in the winter semis, but now Bring It to Forgotten Realm got him that one game. So he might try to duplicate that same type of performance coming into this one.
I mean, it ain't gonna be easy though. This is a different opponent, one that's kind of prepared for you to try to go the route of getting away with some of these sneaky things. But we've seen quite a few options from Nina like play out, like round start low, actually, fetching a couple of counter hits in a few of these matchups, and just having the opportunity to see how your opponent reacts to certain things. Down 4-1 stands, cancel feints, just to see if they freak out a little bit, and then just being able to put your opponent in a lot of block stun. That's the thing that Nina gets to do better than most, and that's not including if you actually are able to do like the multiple like butterfly combos, because the character becomes something else completely different after that.
Oh yeah, and Juiestorm, I think in the previous Masters event, was showing us how he's got those butterfly flaps on point, and you do not want to mess with them when it comes to that type of execution. And yeah, you mentioned a lot of things that he can go for. So I'm excited to see how he's going to be able to adjust, and if he's going to even force Book's hand to change characters, because so far so good. He's only changed to Leroy against Freaky. Was it against Freaky? Against someone, because he just didn't enjoy the matchup. I think it was against Freaky's Eddie. So that's when he brought out the Leroy. But still, sticking with this Lidia, I don't think he's going to change anytime soon unless Juiestorm presents some problems to him.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem, I mean, and even still, it just seems like Book really does have a pace that he wants to play up against, like this character. So I feel like it's really on the other opponent. It's on the opponent to make Book sweat, switch up his game, play something a little differently, and potentially make him make a mistake so he can take advantage of it.
Oh, yeah. Because right now, it seems like Book has that winning formula to just keep sticking with that same character. I think, yeah, Juiestorm, out of everyone, can present that problem to Book and just try to change things up, because we are heading to that Forgotten Realm. It seems like the advantage is on his side, but I can't just call it just yet, because we know that Book can pull out a miracle, especially in like a stage like that. He could definitely just take out all the floors and just deny Juiestorm coming into this with that advantage. And it's still a long road ahead for Juiestorm, and not to mention the long road ahead to the players in the lower bracket, which is Shinakuma and Freaky as well.
Shinakuma and Freaky down there. I want to see how that's going to play out. The Freaky Shinakuma match, also another one coming up. Shinakuma, like we talked about, definitely one of the favorites to make it out originally. So the fact that we having him on that second match today, along with another favorite Shinakuma who was supposed to make it out. I know a lot of people was looking at. That's definitely going to be one of the matches people are looking forward to. I know I'm looking forward to it. I want to see who comes out on top, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure a lot of people put their channel points on Shinakuma to make it out, and he did. Just not on the winner side of things. So he's going to have a longer journey, I would have to say, to get to the grand finals here. And I think Book's plan worked out quite well. Like, he didn't want to face Shinakuma, fed him to the Wolves in Pool B. Juiestorm making a lot of work out of that, and now he's the one being faced off. At least Booker Juiestorm would have an easier time, since if one of them would make it out on the winner's side, since it is still a best of 5, and they do have that winner's side advantage.
Yeah, that winner side advantage is actually pretty buff. That winner side advantage actually does kind of change a little bit, because got to remember, all it takes is one swing and you can be on the loser side of anything, right? That's all it takes, man. But we got to get there first. It's really more about like controlling the pace at this point. These guys have all seen each other play. They know who they're dealing with. So it's more about now the matchup and the person that you're playing. Are you going to be able to stop that momentum? Have you been paying attention? Are you prepared to deal with the character? All valid questions.
Yeah, and especially I would say Book and Freaky had that time to rest, recuperate, and watch the match and study the tapes, and also, kind of lab. They do have time to do that. They could just have the stream on and have their game on and just practice, because they know the matchups that are about to witness, because both those players from the other pool are character loyalists or are known for specific characters. So I think in this scenario, especially if you're playing this type of format, it's good to probably kind of bench yourself a little bit. I know Juiestorm is coming in with that momentum from that crazy pools, but having a stacked pools like that, also the stress of not knowing if you're going to make it out, especially on Shinakuma's side, must have took a toll on him. So I think, yeah, I would say Book and Freaky kind of have that mental advantage, knowing that they were able to rest a little bit.
Well, I think you're right about that as well, man. I want to see Freaky come back a little more collected in these second sets as well, though. I know Freaky had a lot of opportunities, or quite a few opportunities to take advantage in the first few sets we've seen him play. Probably could have made it out on the winner's side if things fell a little differently, but, you know, here we are. Still has the work cut out for him. Still with 2 characters, though. Like, that's the good thing. You have 2 characters remaining that you could play, and you're in the final part of this bracket, so that's good, too.
Yeah, I just want to ask you and also the chat, if they looked into their orbs, did they realize that this would be the top 4 that we are witnessing now? I think the biggest surprise was Juiestorm. I actually thought, yeah, Shinakuma Book would be the winner's finals match that we're going to witness. And maybe it was a toss-up between Juiestorm and Uncle Ben, but this is the reality. How about you, Steve? Were you expecting to see this type of match, this type of bracket seeding, if you would, in top 4?
I mean, in all honesty, once I know who the players were, I felt like it could have went either way. I felt like it actually could have went either way because it was round robin. Because being able to beat one person is okay, it's fine and dandy. But in the round robin aspect of it, you have to be able to beat all of these players. I felt like Book was one of the favorites to beat all the players, right? And obviously Shin and Kuma being like the point leaders. But the fact that all those players were taken from like the top 8 in their surrounding bracket. So you know they're at least competent. But the fact that Book kind of like aimed, you know, the other players at Shinakuma. He's like, oh, you trained with those guys? Those your boys, huh? Well, now you got to fight them in tournament. Like, to be able to do that is a powerful thing, especially when it works out in your favor. So,
yeah, I would say that's a...
No, I would say, like, it's a very... It was possible that any one of these guys could make it. Book, for me, was sure. I was definitely looking at Freaky to make it as well. On the other side, I wasn't too sure, though, because it was really, really dicey, man. I've seen all these guys kind of, like, blow up. Juiestorm was definitely one of the sleepers. Shinakuma was my favorite, though. I will say the front, right? But it definitely did not work out that way.
Yeah, especially with how things were so down to the wire in Pool B, and Juiestorm, like, actually just breaking the mold and leading the pack in that pool. And yeah, we have no one else to thank but Book for putting that all together with how he was able to seed, and as some people, yeah, just kind of collect that pool of killers to go up against each other. And yeah, kind of, it really brings to question, and also it not brings to question, but it also highlights the community and how they view each other, because we did get a little limelight shined upon, like, the different stories that Book was saying, like, these guys train with each other, they're not familiar with this type of matchup. So I love this new format, and also it kind of puts a heel persona in Book with how he was able to deal with this, and, like, yeah, you know, put all the friends together, pull them all together. I'll face you after the... It's like he picked the number 30th spot in the Rumble, and he's, like, taking the easiest spot out.
Not the worst thing to do. That's also working smarter, not harder. If you get that number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble, you sitting pretty, man.
Take it. Get that money in the bank. Cash it in. Ultimate opportunist now, because he knows that he did mention in his interviews that he's really scared of facing Shinakuma. He also, I think in previous tournaments and other dojos, he's had run into problems with Freaky, with Uncle Ben as well. I know it's not Freaky. Uncle Ben, I would say. Juiestorm, still a name that's kind of relatively new to me, but I think now is not questioned that he's one of the undeniable talents of Thailand in Tekken. But yeah, it's just this new system that allows for these amazing storylines, and for also a little bit of banter between the players, because it's really cool, especially in, like, online settings. Like, we're so used to watching tournaments, but it's rare to see personalities and kind of lore come out of the players as well.
Yeah, just knowing, you know, first off, just coming this deep with these players, man, it really does change how these guys play in a different bracket set, because when you're playing in an open bracket, you're only worried about the person in front of you. Like, you're literally like, all right, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? This one requires a little more. You get the opportunity to study. You can, like, kind of pinpoint who you're looking at. But these guys are really good. Like you said, man, Book had a target on his back head going into this, right? And so do the other top spot winners, right? But these guys all play each other, and they're close enough to each other in, play style and level that they're always going to be good matches. But what happens when everybody has to play each other to make it out? And that's what we have here for the Tekken Online Challenge 2021. That's why these matches are so good.
And can I just say, like, the evolving format of the Tekken Online Challenge is amazing. I think next year, can I just suggest maybe have like a Money in the Bank system? Like,
that's
someone's going to cash it in at the end. Let's go. Yeah, just Money in the Bank, let's go. And then they cash it in, face the Grand Finals champion. Oh, that's going to be good. Uncle Ben survives the multiverse, right? He was the Money in the Bank winner. Sorry.
Survives the multiverse.
We're finally
I like it.
But we are going to the Forgotten Realm. This is Juiestorm's place of comfort here. Let's see if he's going to break any of these floors.
Y'all already know what happened, man. You got to be careful on this stage. Nina's known for breaking the floor.
Yeah. Those heels? Oh my god, starting out with a magic
and we're breaking the floor. Oh no.
Oh, sidewall. Yeah. Wasn't able to opt for the ivory cutter. Now we see. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Okay. What the? Just raw duck while standing too? Floor break for sure.
Yeah, Book is ready for that, and he has to get rid of these floors before Juiestorm can run amok with him. Whoa!
Yeah, Nina definitely gets to go ham in the stage. Double hop kicks. Book. Okay, butterfly. Oh no! Really hard combo to do online. Gets the parry. Book likes to use that mid out of stance too.
Yeah, he does. Uh-oh. All going Book's way, but Juiestorm has some rage to utilize as well. Breaks the floor. Go for Rage Art there. Confirmed it.
Yo, the Black Widow, though.
Yeah, I know. It's just insane. I was like, I was counting how many revolutions she did. No, I know exactly. Just goes for that blonde bomb ender. Just, no, let's get out of here.
Ugh. Man, it seems like everything Book is doing is working.
Sizing him up now. Okay. Alleviates the pressure. Juiestorm. Eats a 2-hit, and now Book just backs away. It's a Juiestorm that has to close out the distance here since he is on that life deficit.
I was like, why would you back up? But you're playing Nina. It's not the worst thing. Breaks the throw. Oh! And actually finished it. Yo, Juiestorm in this second game. Getting around. Hold on. Hold on now.
Yeah, Book, no. Let's see, there's still one more floor break that will hit that basement. They trade. Juiestorm in that deficit. Trying to find his openings, but yeah, Book backing away because he's waiting for a Juiestorm to slip up, and he's ready for that punish.
Down back 3. Oh, goes for the hop kick again. I thought he was going to see a trade combo. Book breaks the throw. Doesn't break this throw, though. Still gets the tech.
Yeah, that's super important. All political storm right out of nowhere. With the 2, and now Juiestorm in a big amount of trouble. Book still takes it to Juiestorm in the second game. Man, he is looking real good here. And this was the stage that Juiestorm was banking on for him to gain the momentum back. And Book was ready. He learned from the previous match, and like you said, you know what? When you can pull the wool over Book's eyes once, but you know what? He's gonna adjust. He's gonna write another chapter in his book, and he's gonna be like, no, you're not gonna fool me again.
Yeah, man. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
That's the one I was looking for.
Works, bro.
That's what
you were trying to say. I had no idea.
Yeah, I was trying to say that. There you go. You spread my mind, dude.
Nah, but no, that's typically what happens, man. It's like Book really does know how to get into your head and then just put you on tilt and kind of like rides that momentum with this character all the way out. But he continually keeps you on your toes. Like, hey, did you catch on that I'm kind of laying lame? I'm playing lame. Well, let's switch it up a little bit. Stuff like that.
And like you pointed it out, right? Book just backing away, forcing to reset the momentum, reset the neutral, and for Nina to come in. And one of Nina's strengths and weaknesses is that she needs to play at that sticky range where she needs to swarm you at the range that's super close. But Lidia can just like catch you coming in, and that's what Book was trying to do. Just play it kind of lame, play it kind of safe, sit on that lead, wait for big openings to happen, and that's what he was able to do against Juiestorm in this matchup.
Well, it's first to 3, right? So it's still another game. Still another game to be had. It still can be turned around. It's not over, and we're going back in.
I wonder if he's still going to stick with a Forgotten Realm, or if he's going to change it up. Ooh,
No, we're staying put.
Yep. Tour's not over. We didn't see the basement.
Wait till you see the basement, though.
Yeah, just like you're selling real estate. Oh yeah, the fixtures come with it. Yeah, excellent like flooring as well. It's not gonna break on you for sure. Uh-oh.
Instant floor break.
Big start for Book. Oh no, continues. Oh, gets the Magpie strike to the mid, and now we see Juiestorm scrambling out of that corner. Oh, round 2. It hurts. Fight.
Wow, that actually sucked.
Yeah, the all-in for Book. I mean, that was under Juiestorm's expense.
Okay.
No, check it out. Book sticking in his face and now goes for the hop kick. Ugh.
I was actually about to say, my man Book is playing super close right now. And then the hop kick comes out. Political Storm not going to work out. But that second hop kick will.
Okay, yeah. Tried to go for that floor break, but still able to capitalize on it. Book, just like that.
Okay, wait a minute.
No, goes for the... Yeah, here we go. Reverse Ivory Cutter.
Got the wall, didn't get the break. Wow, slide. Actually hits sidestep hop kick. 3 for 3 right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, and Political Storm as well. Ooh, the float.
Wall?
The wall. Oh, maximizes it. Wow.
Okay, wait a minute.
Coming. Juiestorm coming at him.
Playing a little further back. This range 3 is what Juiestorm playing at against Talon's Book, the Wild Rider 2. The break. I thought that was going to break the floor.
The Rising 2. Oh no, we're at the basement, Steve. Oh no. Oh, nice movement from Juiestorm. Spends the drive. Oh
my God.
Of course, it was the hop kick. Wow.
The last 4 successful attacks were all hop kicks. The last 4. The last 4.
That's some record, I think. That should be some record, the Tekken Online Challenge. 4 for 4 hop kicks. Incredible sequence on Book's side, cementing himself, marching his way to the grand finals here. But Juiestorm, I think he's gonna come back with a vengeance, man. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough road. He will have to wait at the losers finals for the winner of Freaky versus of Shinakuma. So we see here grand finals is already booked. Juiestorm at losers finals. We're gonna have to move on to the losers semifinals match between Freaky and now Shinakuma.